about this because let's say we talk about spectrum, okay? Radiation has got two spectrum. One is called non-ionizing, and this is ionizing radiation. Okay? Somewhere in the middle is called visible light. Visible light. So this is somewhere where we can see, like for example, this is infrared, and this is actually the ultraviolet, the UV, and this is infrared. D. Okay? So this is the entire spectrum. Now, our mobile phone and all the electronic gadgets that we're using, including your phones that you're holding here, falls under here.
Non-ionizing.
The non-ionizing spectrum. Phones,
Low frequency.
computer, your power lines.
Laptop and everybody.
Correct. Everything falls under here. It's called the non-ionizing spectrum.
Let me do.
Thank you so much. There's nothing here. Okay? Now, the X-ray is somewhere here. And the CT scan machine as well. And of course over here, we call it the gamma rays. Gamma rays, nuclear reactor, gamma rays. Okay? Now, the highest form of radiation can be found in here. Nuclear, gamma rays. CT scan and X-ray, it's somewhere around here. That's why there are certain news saying that you cannot do CT scans like exceeding how many times in a year because it might cause cancer.
Correct.
Okay? So because ionizing radiation is where CT scan is. And Emgraud is responsible to harmonize radiation within the non-ionizing range. Okay? Now let me explain further. Ionizing radiation means that this type of radiation has got enough energy to alter the DNA or to the cells almost immediately.
Oh.
So let's say when you're exposed to ionizing radiation, let's say coming from nuclear, boom. So immediately it will destroy the DNA strand or it will do something to your cells within seconds. Okay? So this is the difference between ionizing and non-ionizing represents that this type of radiation do not have sufficient energy to change the cell immediately.
Right.
Alright? But for non-ionizing radiation, when we are exposed to this long time, over time, it might do something to the cells. So over here, we are talking something like for example, smoking. When you take 1 or 2 cigarettes, you smoke, it might not do something to the lungs. People might not get lung cancer from that. But imagine when you do 10 packs in a week for the next 10 years. So it is actually the exposure time. It's like smoking. It is the frequency of you smoking or drinking. Okay? So non-ionizing radiation and radiation, so far so good? You get the difference, right? So now, if let's say you say, when we turn on the Emgraud, can Emgraud help from all this machine? The answer is no.
No.
Because it is beyond
Its capacity.
Alright, beyond. But in a hospital setting like this, let's say this is hospital, right? In a hospital setting, now this radiation, including the non-ionizing, which the nurses, the doctors, and the officers are using, alright? And this kind of rooms, they have LED lights. LED lights. They have power lines to activate all these machines, right? Now this falls under non-ionizing.
Correct.
So in hospital settings, we help over here. Because over here is absolute. There is no product out there to defend this unless you escape from situations like this. You don't go into that room. That's why you see always when you go to X-ray room, right, the doctors will not stand next to you.
Yes.
The doctors will put you there, wear clothes, then they will run away. You know why? Because they themselves do not want to get the radiation.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly.
It is just you.
Absolutely.
And that defender, you see? So, this one, up to now, you can only reduce
We can reduce all.
or do not expose. Or do not expose. Okay? Like this. That's it. There's nothing else you can do. But over here, according to our research, the non-ionizing, now this is where the majority of the people is getting today. Like this. Look at this. Look at all these things. It is something that we call close body contact items. So imagine if I say I tell you this is an X-ray machine and you're carrying it next to your pocket every single day. And look at this. For men, right, we put the phone here. Where is this part? your future generation.
Fertility.
problem.
And let's say you are doing this for 5 minutes, it might not do something, 5 minutes. But let's say we do this for hours,
Correct.
every single day. That's why this explains why people, younger generation, they're having this problem getting conceived, baby, very hard. They need to do IVF and all that. Okay? So these are the possible future problems that we're looking into this. Okay? So now Emgraud's function is this. We are harmonizing the non-ionizing radiation. Okay? The frequency bandwidth. I need something to write.
Pen apa ni bisa?
So sorry.
No worries.
Thank you so much. So the harmonization process happens within 3 megahertz to 1000.
Megahertz.
So this is just a bandwidth. We are not addressing the whole thing. This is just a bandwidth. But targetly, they choose frequencies like 36 megahertz, 72, 108, 144. So there are many other combinations all the way up to 1000
Megahertz.
megahertz. Now please do not ask me why they choose all this. These are all part of the trade secret from the program. It is like a secret recipe, all right? But from this targeted frequencies, when it is channeled through this, which is the solar antenna, when it goes out there, 4 meters left, 4 meters right, when we spend long enough time within the harmonized zone, it is able to mitigate the negative impacts of radiation to your body, especially your red blood cell.
These are called harmonic frequencies.
Correct. So Emgraud is actually addressing something fundamental, which is the clumping of the red blood cell. And the developers believe that if, let's say, the clumping of the red blood cell is not addressed well, it will lead to many other
Problems.
diseases because there is not enough oxygen carried to your body when your blood is sticky.
Yes.
So by addressing that, it is actually addressing the fundamental causes to all diseases, including cancer. Can you still recall in your Kangen water slides, you always talk about the Nobel Prize winner, Dr.
Yes.
Otto Warburg?
Yes.
Dr. Otto Warburg talks about the fundamental of cancer.
Acidosis and hypoxia.
You got it, sir. So the first cause is acidosis. Okay, acidic. Plus hypoxia. This is acidic condition in your body, right? Hypoxia means lack of
Oxygen.
oxygen. And in that article, it says deprive your cell 35% of its oxygen for 48 hours. And it may become cancerous. So imagine if, let's say, the EMR is causing the blood to clump. It is slowing down your microcirculation because your blood is the element that carries oxygen to the body. So what happens when the blood stuck together? It's going to flow slowly, right? So do you think that there is enough oxygen being carried to your body? It is not. No. So this explains why sometimes when you hold your mobile phone for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you watch Netflix or YouTube, you actually feel that your palm begins to get numb. You know why? Because the blood is clumping, it's not moving.
Exactly.
Lack of oxygen in the cells. So imagine doing this when you're in the office space with 10, 20 computers. Some people, they go in there, they sit down in office, they work, LED lights, they feel headache. They thought maybe I need to hydrate myself, there's something wrong. It's actually coming from the radiation. So if, let's say, Emgraud, it's able to mitigate that. It is able to potentially prevent these ailments from the fundamental standpoint. Okay, so what I just gave you here, it's 7.5 years worth of research and readings, and this is Emgraud for you. You know, in less than maybe 10 minutes now. I've been talking for 10 minutes. Yeah.
If I have an X-ray machine here and my technicians are here, I install Emgraud for them. So it will still, it's okay, can use it in the same
No problem.
We can use it in the same
If, let's say, the Emgraud is turned on, it will not affect the X-ray machine.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
But it will protect the technician.
It will protect the technician from the non-ionizing sector.
Exactly.
Not the ionizing. It is non.
Non-ionizing.
So when you understand this, so it is not misleading.
Yes.
Yeah.
And photo boiler.
Please. I'm so sorry for my writing. I